People do love wrestling here. Pepper Hart, should we say how you got that name?
Yeah, from Bret Hart.
Bret Hart?
The last name. Pepper's from Iron Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're Bret Hart, Mark.
Yeah.
Which we all are. At what age did you start watching Bret?
I don't remember, so maybe 2 years old.
Oh, wow, so
I
it's
don't
like...
remember, yeah.
So you remember him when he was in WWE?
Yeah, and I remember I was so little, little kids that get real close to the TV, so I really was in the wrestling match.
Right. So out of all the performers they had, wrestlers, I still say wrestlers, I hate performers. Out of all the wrestlers, why did Bret Hart stick out to you the most?
Well, I mean, he is like an acrobat, but also really he took his own art form of wrestling and he made it and like raised the levels. I mean, other people did too, but when I think about him, he is someone I really identify with as well. I mean, he never skipped a beat because he was on it. That was his beat, and that's what the kind of person I want to be. I want to be on my own beat. I don't remember wrestling terms, but he's really good at it.
What do you mean beat? Like his work rate? It's like say work rate
those
kind
things
of thing?
like I never got into the technical terms because I like to,
Do you want me to teach you some?
Yeah.
So you're a mark for Bret Hart, which means kind of like a fan.
Okay. I have a sign. I'm mostly Mick Foley though.
Cactus Jack.
Punk rock, yeah, exactly.
Cactus Jack. Do you remember him as Mankind?
Of course, yeah, that's where he really got to me, to my psyche, like me as a person.
Do you want to see some crazy stuff? Watch Cactus Jack in Japan.
Oh,
the barbed wire, barbed wire ropes
yeah.
and stuff.
And I love Japanese culture, so he introduced me kind of to that actually, because that was what was on TV.
Right. So you're a Bret Hart fan. What other wrestlers are you into these days?
Well, I'll always love The Undertaker, and then
who doesn't?
I'm starting to get into the women ones. It's kind of from a porn perspective. Like, what do these hot ladies do for their job? Like, I'm just like Googling it, but then I start watching it, and I want to be a wrestler when I watch it. And I was like, I don't want to work out that much, but Lisa McMahon, is that her name?
Stephanie.
Sorry,
Linda McMahon's his wife, so you're close.
Okay.
You're close.
I know I don't want to sound stupid.
No, you were close. You mixed up the names, but you got it.
It's funny because like people think like when you're not into wrestling, people who aren't, they say stuff about it. But I started to think I would keep it secret that I liked it because I didn't want to sound unintellectual. But really,
because there's a stigma. There's a stigma to being a wrestling fan.
Yeah, frankly, it's unintellectual to not be like open-minded to that. People like that. Porn is like wrestling in a way, So we were saying
it is a performance.
It's a performance, and it's very visceral and very real, but it's not at the same time. It's filmed. It has to be presented. So I really start to think about it too philosophically now. But when I was growing up, it was a lot of guys then. So I'm trying to get into the ladies now. But Stephanie just. And China.
God rest her soul.
God rest her soul.
Yeah.
I can't believe I even forgot her. Honestly, she was the reason I ever even paid attention to it after I grew up because she meant so much to me as a person, and I really do miss her every day.
Yeah, that was a tragedy.
You're really great.
But she was a trailblazer. I hope they put her in the Hall of Fame one day, sometime
it's
soon.
Sick that she's not, if I may say. But she, the way she wrestled was her own way too, and the individuality is so amazing.
No, she changed the game. I mean, she was believable.
Yeah.
And she was pretty.
Yeah.
She was really gorgeous, actually.
I love the way she looked.
Yeah, she's great.
I would just be ecstatic when she'd be on screen.
Going back to Bret Hart, and we'll wrap this up. Whose side are you on the Montreal screw job?
Bret,
why?
I think I've heard it from his perspective a lot as a fan too, but...
Real quick, I'm sorry to hold. Those who don't know, Google the Montreal screw job to know what we're talking about.
He really didn't necessarily know what was going to happen to him, and I thought that was really unfair because there's so much riding on it with his family and his life, and I really just worried. I was worried he would be hurt or something too. So that's not why I watch it. So yeah.
Well, I
saw that when I was a little kid.
I was on Vince's side, and I'll tell you this. I'll tell you why.
Please.
So he did it. He took the belt away from Bret that night. I think because he didn't want Eric Bischoff to go on Nitro the next night, and this is total geek shit we're doing right now. I don't think he wanted Bischoff to go on to Monday Night Nitro the next night and say, hey, guess what? We just signed the WWE champion.
Yeah.
If he takes the belt away from Brett the night before, Bischoff technically can't say it, but.
I heard that side, and I understand that. I guess I'm just anti-establishment.
No, I would normally take the side of the boys, the wrestlers, but you got to call it how you see it. You ready to do this for Dogfart?
Yeah.
This is
great.
one of the most fun interviews I've ever done.
Thank you.
This was, you speak my language now. I'm a Pepper Hart mark now.
Mwah. You have a sign for me.